Okay, it says Hangout on Air is live. Let me get back over to here and see. Let me turn sound off. Looks like it started. Um, so I came across this tutorial, guys. This is not mine, which is a good thing because it'd be embarrassing if if it was, considering the mistakes I made putting it together. But I loved it. I love how she did it. And I got to finish gluing here. I did this morning. Um, it's for your 6x6 papers. Yeah, ain't that neat? Be able to store 6x6 papers, and I'll show you. You have to watch though, because if you have Kaiser Crafts, you'll not be able to use this box. You'll have to what's the word I want to use? You'll have to adjust for your paper pad, okay? And hello, Lucinda. How you doing, hon? I'm going to finish this up. So, and then I'll move my laptop over. And I just did my pearl trim. It's I messed it up. You can tell by how the papers are laying. I don't care. I'm still going to use it. I'm not going to waste it. It'll go in the closet where my 6x6 paper is now. I feel like I got any glue right there. Did I get glue there? Yeah. I'm picky about this, guys. I don't like my stuff to be crooked. I don't like it to be crooked. That drives me crazy. It drives me crazy if something is crooked. And look, that is crooked. That's okay. That's the one good thing about wet glue. It'll let you play with it. Get it up there and get it straight. I'm not trying to ignore you. I just want to get this finished where I can say it is done. Done, done, done. And I finally did a craft project in how many months. So I'm just tickled to be able, even wanting to craft again. I'm just going to have to sit here and hold this. No, that ain't for your present. This is for me. That's my sister-in-law, everybody. Hi, Shannon. Or hi, Charles. It may be my brother. It may be my brother. Actually, that sounds like my brother more than Shannon. But it's a cute little tutorial, guys. I can't see what. Let me get back here to Google Hangouts. So it's a cute little tutorial. And look, if you're a card maker, it's perfect to set cards in. I mean, your box ain't going to tip over or anything. No, I didn't make them. And here's your 6x6 papers. Right? And there you go. They will fit in there. Her name is Craft. Hold on, guys. I gotta look because I put it down there. Mixed Up Crafts is what is what her YouTube channel is. I just happened to stumble across her. Oh, I see something sticking up. Where's it sticking up at? Oh, I'm looking. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. I'm looking. I'm looking where I stopped YouTube live, and it's showing a piece of my thing sticking up like that. Like, no, can't have that. But I posted the link to the YouTube. It'll go in the group. I probably shouldn't have posted it out here, but oh well. It'll go in the group, and it's cute because she made little inserts. She showed how she made her inserts, and how she tagged them and everything um to separate her papers and stuff. I will eventually do that. I was just tickled. Let's see, like these are two of my 6x6 lemons, crafts, castle roses. I got a mini album. I'm excited to try and make a mini album out of that because it's just beautiful paper. But isn't it cool, guys? I think it's cool, you know. And like she said, hey, you could tell I did the paper wrong. I did everything that could be done wrong. I did wrong, and it's not her fault because I even watched the video twice, and still it's my way of thinking. Like you have to start gluing up your sides and stuff, or she uses tapes. Me and her disagree on that right there, but that's okay. It's allowed. You have to fold your things up, you know, and then tape them up or whatever, however you're gonna close your paper on them. I still get into a mindset where I'm focused on what I'm doing, that I did all four and I should only did two. So it screwed me up. So I printed out some other paper that went with this because see, I put this on wrong anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I used hinges to go ahead and close it. She shows you a really great way of how to close this up, how to close this box up. I loved it. I just got too far ahead of myself and just put it all to, you know, I closed up paper where I shouldn't have closed up paper is what it comes down to. So that's my fault. I didn't pay attention to how I was laying my paper. That's my fault. You know what I mean? But and she even said like the inside. See, this is my trial run, and you can tell that because I'm using cereal boxes. I'm not wasting my my good graphics. You know what I'm talking about. What is it, guys? I can't think of the name. Hello, Jane. How are you, honey? Lucinda, did I say hello to you? I think I did. Okay. Chipboard. I'm not using my graphic chipboard because, you know, it was a trial run. So, you know, it didn't matter, but I really didn't want to muck up the mess. But it's going back in the closet, but I still wanted a little bit of pretty trim. And I used, I don't know if I made any sense there or not. I used a strip of the paper that came out of this. This is digital paper. This is another thing that digital paper is very good for. I loved it. I didn't have to worry about the back of the paper. I didn't have to worry about using two sides of paper and, you know, really liking both sides. Digital paper, I printed out on one side. That saved me money as far as I'm concerned. Then I printed out another strip, and I just did, these are inch structure strips. I don't know what I did with it, guys. Oh, I cut it up. I didn't waste it. I cut it in half. I did a 2-inch to see how that would look, and it just came out too far. I'd rather have the roses like this and, you know, everything be sideways than as far as it came out. So these are 1-inch structure strips. You know how we do that. Cut in half, score it in half, fold it, put it on there. So I use that to pull my box together. Okay, that's why it looks like that. So which nobody would have known, you know, if I didn't tell them that's what that was for. But I know there's newbies out there just like I once was, and we mess up, and even with my experience I still mess up, and this is how we fix our mess up, guys. We use just pretend we use structure strips that go the length of our projects. Okay. One thing I did want to put in there, because I noticed when I went to get her instructions, I just grabbed it in print. When I went to get her instructions, she hadn't changed them yet. The bottom of this box, it says Right here, it calls for one piece of 3x6 chipboard for the base of your box. That's wrong. It needs to be this right here, 6 1/4. I can't even see what you guys are looking at. 6 1/4. Your this one right here. It says the chipboard for your base. It needs to be this 6 1/4, not 6. So if you follow that tutorial, pay attention to that and see if it's changed. If not, make sure that's 6 1/4. I hate to waste product, especially my chipboard. I hate to waste chipboard. And I ended up cutting. I followed the directions and I cut it, and it was too short. So be aware of that. Otherwise, I love the tutorial. She's really easy to follow along while she's working. I appreciate that. Hi, Lynn. Welcome, hon. Yeah, you just never know with me, do you? I hate to put up a time and then I can't make it, so I'd rather just wing it. You know how that goes. So yeah, I'm real tickled. I'm real tickled with it. It will be solid. I mean, this is just cereal box, and that's pretty solid. You use your chipboard, holy cow, you know, that's going to be solid, guys. And then let's see. Oh, I got this. This came in the other day. eBay or Ali, I can't remember, guys. But 25 meters, $5 something. It was almost 6. I thought I only paid 3, but I went back and looked, and it was almost 6. But still, 25 meters. And this this is the 4 mil flat back. I use the 4 mil just as much as I do my 6 mil. So, and I was almost out of my 4 mil, and I can't have that. I just can't. I can't be out of my 4 mil. So this should last me. This will probably last me a couple of years, depending on how much I craft and stuff. But yeah, real happy with that. And what else? What else? What else? I was going to tell you something else. What else was it? Oh, the papers. I'm really liking the digital printable papers, even with the glue. I mean, it's not bubbling. It didn't, when I was gluing these down and stuff, the ink on this side, it didn't bleed through for the ink to come off on my fingers. You can tell I've been gluing though, guys. Sorry. It's all over me. And this is Hobby Lobby's paper. This is Hobby Lobby's cardstock is what it is. And that I printed out on. And it held up really nice. I mean, there's no tape. I didn't use no tape. It's all liquid glue on this, and you can tell that it's not bubbling. And let me see. I'm trying to see that it didn't want to crack on me, which is a big thing. There are some papers out there, especially when you're making journals and stuff, they will crack on you. That fiber will bust apart and can ruin your whole thing. And then you're busy trying to take some ink and cover it up, you know. So you have to be careful that some people, and I have too, use a very wrung out paper towel, okay, to try and help. You're trying to maneuver the fibers in the paper is what you're doing to keep it from cracking. So you let it bend a little bit with a wet, I mean, not soaking wet at all. I mean, just barely damp, and maneuver it. But I don't like to do that if I don't have to. I really don't, because eventually it's going to give. So I was really tickled with this paper, how well it's holding up, and scoring it, because I scored it. It scored fine. I glued it. The ink didn't come off on this side from the wetness of the glue. It didn't try and bubble up on me. So I do recommend Hobby Lobby's paper to print your digital pictures out. So bye, Lucinda. Thank you for coming. But that's all. Oh, I didn't see her question. But that's all I have for now, guys. So I'm going to go because I'm still wore out. I had chemo. My last day was Thursday. So I'm going to go for now, but I do plan on one day and we'll come back and we'll make a couple of these boxes. Until then, run over and check out Mixed Up Crafts. She's got more than one tutorial up there. I need to look at some of her stuff. But Mixed Up Crafts, if you happen to ever come across this, thank you so much for the idea to make a 6x6 box for the papers. Really appreciate it. And appreciate your tutorial. It's really good. Okay, so hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.